Welcome guys, HaKDMoDz here with the Fedora Linux installation into VirtualBox. First off, click New on the left on your Virtual Manager, type Fedora, select Linux Fedora 64-bit, and then give it a base memory of 2 GB, 2048 megabytes. Select Next. Okay, leave Create as is, leave Virtual as is, leave Dynamic as is. Now select 20 GB in virtual hard drive space. It's only dynamic, so it won't use that whole amount. Click Settings, go to Advanced, check Show at the top. You can select other options there, bi-directional, but we won't on this video. Click the floppy, set it down to the bottom, uncheck it. Okay, next go to Processors, select Processors. You can give it as many processors as you like. 2 is optional, which is recommended. Acceleration, make sure PAE/NX is selected, and them other 2 options. And then go to Display, check 3D acceleration, select it up to 128 megabytes in virtual display to graphics. Allocation, now go to Storage, go to Empty ID, go to the CD on the right, locate the downloaded ISO for Fedora, which will be in the description of the download. Click that, select Open. Next go to Network, leave it on NAT, serial's OK, USB, you can import these USB devices, click OK. Okay, next click Start, and it'll start the installation process of the Linux Fedora 19 ISO in your VirtualBox. Okay, so start Fedora Live, click Enter, or leave the timer until it ticks down. I'll push Enter. Okay, it's going to take about 45 minutes, but I'll fast forward in some parts where you'll need to pause the video to let your machine catch up. I'm pausing in the attempt to keep the video at a minimum, so just pause it where you need to, as said. Fedora is pretty small, so it doesn't take a great deal of time to install. Okay, this is the 6th or 7th installation in my virtualization series. The next will be Windows 10. And after that I'll be doing Chromium OS and what else? Yosemite 10.10 along with the other couple. Okay, so select Install Hard Drive. At the end of the video I'll be showing how to customize the icon for desktop for your host. Okay, so select your country language, select Continue. Okay, to get the mouse working on the guest box, if you need to, push the host key, which is the right side control key, and then you'll be able to enter the VirtualBox. You might not have trouble, but some people do. Okay, so next what we'll be doing is leaving them all keyboard. We'll select them English US, that's fine, unless you're Asian or some other nationality. Okay, select Done. Okay, date and time, select the country and your UTC time, so the system clock knows where you are. Okay, select Done. At the top left hand side. Okay, next the network configuration. Okay, so after you've done that, select enter your host domain network location or your service provider type deal. Okay, next select installation destination. When it opens up, click add a VBox hard disk, which is the allocated space that we gave it. Now select done. Oh, sorry, no, we don't select done. We select the virtual hard drive, then we select tick the box, then we tick done. Okay, now we need to make sure it's automatic configured Fedora and leave it on LVM, local volume manager. Okay, click continue. That'll save the storage configuration so that uses the allocated space that we gave it. So now begin installation on the bottom right hand side button. That'll start doing the installation process. Okay, now enter a root password. You'll need this because it's Linux, so that you get sudo commands. Okay, now enter another password, the same one as the top password. Doesn't matter if it's weak or not, it'll still accept it. A good password's anywhere from 8 to 64-bit. Can be alphanumerical symbols if you really need to, but it's not required. Okay, now create user creation. Okay, enter your user account name. This will be different to the account name that you just created, so I'll enter my full name, and username will self-install, add, but you can change it. Same deal, add a password and confirm the password. Then click done at the top left hand corner to create the user. Okay, that'll continue to install now. So far we've selected the US English keyboard type, we've selected the UTC location for the clock, we've created a root user, and we've created a system user. And we've told it which hard drive allocation to install the partition on. If you have any troubles, just pause the video or rewind, whatever you need. In the sections where I fast forward, just same deal, pause the video till your computer system catches up. Okay, nearly halfway. This is a slow bit. So at the end of the video I'll show you how to create a snapshot restore point for installation purposes of updates, in case you need to do a rollback with a restoration point. I'll also show you how to customize a desktop icon for the host for a shortcut to Fedora on your base home computer. Installing multiple operating systems within a VirtualBox is a good practice for software developers and for network administrators. Also with teaching sharing folders and files and group permissions. it's just installing the grub bootloader, configuring the installed system, creating the user, running the post-installation scripts. Okay, complete. Fedora is now successfully installed in your system and ready for you to use. When you are ready, reboot the system to start using it. Okay, so it'll reboot in a second, or we will tell it to reboot. Okay, so from here, all we got to do is go over to the machine on the top left hand side and do a reset. Go down to the bottom, reset. Now select enter to select the top Fedora Linux installation that we've just created on our partition. That'll load and Fedora will be installed successfully, or it already is installed successfully, but now, excuse me, we'll do a few other customizations. Okay, so log on now with your connected user. Enter your password, your system user password, not your administrator password. Click sign in. Okay, Fedora will load. There we go, you've successfully installed Fedora Linux inside a virtual guest box on your Windows 7 host machine, or whatever operating system you already host, it already is. So now what we'll do is we'll just do a quick customization of the shortcut within the VirtualBox manager. We're going to do a few other things here first off, sorry. Select your language. Got a bit ahead of myself there. Select the language that you'll be using. Select next down the bottom. Select next again for the input sources. That just tells the QWERTY keyboard. Select your wireless network or your Ethernet network that you'll be using. Enter your password for your wireless network so you can get updates and access the internet. Okay, I've recently just changed my password, so bear with me. Click connect. That'll use your network address translation over your wireless network through your guest host. You get your guest box from your home network. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the related videos comment section. Hit the subscribe button. Support the channel. Okay, so now select the next option down the bottom right hand side. Connect using your existing data in the cloud. You can add an account or you can click next. I won't be using the cloud, so I'll click next. Okay, start using GNOME. Okay, so GNOME's loading up. Okay, the command key is your Windows. Okay, so there's a list of getting started tasks that are available. Okay, so next off we will try the VirtualBox guest editions to give full mouse integration as well as full screen optimization for your resolution. So go up to devices, go to install guestbox editions, go run, type your authentication password. This will be your root user password. Type it, enter it, and hit authenticate. Excuse me. Okay, so virtual guestbox editions installer will start doing it what it's supposed to do. Let it take a quick second. This will give you full screen as well as a couple of other features that are built into the kernel. After this we'll need to do a system restart, so go to machine, go reset, that's the equivalent of reboot, hit enter. Fedora is doing a reboot now. This will only take a second. So all that's left in this video is to create a custom snapshot for system restoration purposes, as well as a customized desktop icon for Fedora on your host box, on your host operating system. There we go, log in with your selected username. Enter your password, hit sign in. So now we'll create a snapshot. You can push Control and F for full screen. Okay, so now to create a snapshot, all we need to do is go up to View, up to the top drop down menu, or exit and task shift to your virtual manager. But we will go to the top, we'll go shift Control I to create a fresh snapshot of the installation for rollback purpose. Give it a description. I normally put the date or what you've done since the last rollback. Okay, that'll create the snapshot. Okay, now you can exit that. You can shut the system down, or you can leave it to do whatever you need to do with your new Fedora Linux installation, but I'll be shutting it down. Now once it shuts down, in your virtual manager, right click the option of our new OS, third one up from the bottom is create new shortcut, place it wherever you like on the desktop. Now right click properties, change icon, browse, and find the downloaded icon that I've put in the description, or one you like to use. Click apply, click OK. So now you've got a new icon for your VirtualBox desktop. Okay, now I'm HaKDMoDz. Thank you for watching. Hope it's helped. Please rate, like and subscribe, but definitely subscribe.